A manhunt is currently underway in the Vanceboro area for a man wanted for killing his grandmother over the weekend. Charlene Richards is live in Vanceboro now with the latest details on what we know. Charlene?
Yeah, Dave, I'm here currently at an establishment off of Highway 43 in Vanceboro, where deputies tell me they have opened up a space to search for a murder suspect. And let me take a step to the side so you can see, but there is different officials from neighboring counties here who have deployed some of their sheriffs, their police officers, and there is also the SBI and U.S. Marshals also here on scene. But what deputies are telling me is that earlier today, well, not even earlier, but this evening, actually at 8:45 p.m., a deputy was stabbed by who they say is the murder suspect who killed his grandmother. He is still on out there. They're not sure where he is, but they are asking that anyone who has information comes to them. And I'm also going to show you guys, there is a sheriff's tank right next to me, as well as different police officers. But based on what our reporting says, it says that Patricia Lopedo was found dead inside her home on Highway 101 outside of Havelock on Saturday after authorities responded to a fire at the home. They say that 72-year-old was the murder suspect's grandmother, and they say that the woman's missing vehicle was found in a parking lot on Pine Tree Drive in New Bern. So as basically deputies are saying that if anyone has any information to make them aware, and if anyone is assisting Connelly, that they will also be dealing with criminal charges as well. Live in Vanceboro, Charlene Richards, WITN News.
All right, thanks, Charlene. And we're told that after that stabbing, the suspect did take off as that manhunt there is continuing. So be sure to stay with WITN on air and online for the latest updates on this breaking news story.
All right. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. And yet another episode of I Killed My Grandmother, set the house on fire, stole a car, stabbed the deputy, and yes, I am white and I am alive. Now, you heard that news article. Now I want to play a couple of more news articles that's going to give you some in-depth analysis, because according to that situation, we don't know what happened. They're just saying that a grandmother was found in her home. Police are looking for a suspect who stabbed the deputy. They were called to the house because of a fire, and her vehicle was left in a parking lot. So that doesn't give you any inkling about how this situation transpired. But this next video is going to put things a little bit more in perspective. And this video was used in fair use for literary and commentary purposes only. Just watch.
And we're following some breaking news right now in the WREL Live Center. A manhunt underway in Craven County after a deputy was stabbed in a confrontation with a suspect accused of killing his grandmother. This is who they are looking for. This is Dominc Connelly. This happened on Wednesday night. Police say last night Connelly was in the bathroom of a restaurant when he got into a scuffle with a police officer and stabbed him in the leg. After that struggle, Connelly ran away. On Saturday, police say Patricia Lopedo was found dead inside her home after authorities were called to a fire at her house. The 72-year-old woman was Connelly's grandmother. Police are confident they'll find him. Take a listen.
We're going to get him. I'm not concerned about that at all. However, I want people in this area to be extremely careful. And if they see something suspicious, a suspicious individual, I want them to dial 911 immediately so we can respond.
And police say they are using multiple agencies, canines, and drones to help look for Connelly. He is wanted for murder, first-degree arson, and larceny of a motor vehicle. Deputies were actually called to a fast food restaurant yesterday for a possible sighting of him. That's when that whole confrontation happened. We're going to stay on top of the story and keep you updated.
Yeah. All right. And so there you have a little more information. Now, the killing of the grandmother happened Saturday. He set fire to the home, took her car, and left. So after they did the little research, they found out, yeah, it's her grandson, Dominc Connelly. Now, then they were called to a restaurant, and you're going to see that restaurant in the next clip. They were called to this restaurant, as the newscaster put it. That is where the little incident stabbing took place, where the deputy was stabbed and this guy was able to run off into the sunset. Like, in what world do you have a murder suspect and he's able to get into a physical confrontation with an officer and stab the officer, and doesn't get shot? Now, if you've watched this channel, you've seen black men with a knife in their pocket, with a lollipop in their hand, getting shot by police, with their hands up, backing up, sleep at the wheel, sleep in the car, tying their shoe, whatever, and they get shot. But this white boy who has already killed his grandmother, set her house on fire, stolen a car, and is on the run, is able to stab a deputy, and even more, get away. You heard the deputy chip. No, we're going to catch him. We're not worried about that. No sense of urgency, right? No, this man, his arm is dangerous. He tried to kill a deputy. None of that. Well, we're just going to catch him. There's no need to worry about that. But just watch this last video because it's going to give you a little bit more perspective than the first two.
Overnight, police have launched a statewide manhunt for a man accused of stabbing a North Carolina deputy. A blue alert is now in effect. That's an alert when a suspect is accused of killing or inflicting harm on a law enforcement officer.
It happened last night in Craven County, which is near New Bern.
Yeah, deputies say the suspect, Dominc Connelly, is wanted for the murder of his grandmother.
Last night's stabbing happened at the Bojangles in Vanceboro, where a deputy responded to a possible sighting of Connelly. Local law enforcement were there at the scene, as you can see there, searching the surrounding areas for him.
Sheriff deputies say that Connelly was last seen wearing all black and should be considered armed and dangerous. If you see him, don't approach him, but call 911 immediately. The Craven County Sheriff says the deputy who was stabbed is now doing okay. We're going to continue to keep you updated on this story on air and online as we learn more.
All right. So there you see the police were called to a bathroom in Bojangles. And why is this story once again highlighted on this channel? Because we have seen numerous black men, black women, black teenagers, black children even, being shot by officers when they just attempt to run, attempt to flee in a car, attempt to charge officers with closed fists, attempt to pull out a knife in their pocket. All of these stories that I've covered on this channel, and this guy is able to stab a deputy while already on the run for murdering his grandmother, setting her house on fire, and stealing her car. This is the definition of the two different levels of policing when it comes to black people and white people. There's no sense of urgency. There's no, major coverage. There's just, oh yeah, it's just the regular old Dominc. Even the sheriff, he was like, oh yeah, we're gonna catch him. Don't you worry, not one little bit. It's not a sense of urgency when this criminal, this savage, has killed his own family member and also tried to kill an officer. There's also no mention of his criminal record as well, and the litany of charges he must have, because those are old mug shots that they're showing you now. So he definitely has a criminal record, but they don't run down his list of charges as you've seen them do in other cases. So this is just another example of white rage gone mad, killing his own grandmother. The definition of violence and savagery when you do something like that. But once again, the violence that has been perpetrated by certain groups in America is somehow falling upon their own houses. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. You see the number 919-587-7782. If you like this content, please hit that subscribe button. It costs you nothing, but it definitely helps this channel to continue to grow. But I definitely thank you for watching, liking, sharing, engaging, commenting, and also subscribing to this channel. And as always, I pray you have peace and blessings. The scripture says all things that are hidden shall be revealed, and those things done in secret shall be exposed on the mountaintop.
Let's go, Rich. Let's go. You watching Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. Give you the truth before fake news throw mud in it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it. You should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. The propaganda grammar, don't believe none of it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it. You should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Who keep the people informed with stories abroad from literary work where the narrative's wrong. The research is always on point, the commentary is hard. It's Rich Teller raising the bar. Follow along, shout out to FBA, still FTP. Big up in FAC and all my black families. There's three sides to all stories. Which one you gon' believe? We run down on the false prophets when it comes to deceive. 100% urban world news, current events. We don't like them lies. Media is biased. We got God beside us, ladies and just as power. If you don't know by now, look around me, the darkest hours. Cops squeezing hammers, they don't understand us. We stop and freeze with our hands and kill us off like cancer. Don't speculate before the facts on the case. Telehouse set them straight, my brother Rich investigates. You watching Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. Give you the truth before fake news throw mud in it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it. You should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. The propaganda grammar, don't believe none of it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it. You should tune in to Telehouse Publishing.
Negroes have listened to the trickery and the lies and the false promises of the white man now for too long. And they're fed up. They become disenchanted.